we doing? So I wanted to come and get an energy check-in for us. But first I wanted to talk about some of the retrogrades that we have going on. Of course, the full video will be up on my podcast. I will actually discuss this more on my podcast because I will be getting in depth of speaking on what retrogrades are and how can we integrate those into our own personal growth, life, and all of the above. And right now, we're showing back up. We're using our third chakra and coming out of the deck, flying out of the deck, is the Magician with the Queen of Wands. So it's kind of like with you being confident to move forward, to accept this in the beginning, to start pouring into the things that it is that you want, releasing what's no longer serving you. And this is where it's like having that optimistic mindset, being adaptable to change, because the only way to truly create the life that you genuinely want, you have to do the trial and effort. Look, it even comes out. So it's like, let go of whatever is not serving you, release it, whatever the case may be, the grief, the loss, the pain, the pity. And because you have, okay, so you have the 4 and the 5 with the 3 of Cups that's coming out. So there could be a situation that you're currently going to go through that's asking you to step into your higher self and release this blockage that you have currently around your finances, physical, or something of the earthly possessions that you have. But with you coming out of this lost mentality, this whatever the case may be, you get the 3 of Cups. He's at the bottom of the deck. So this is where it's like, do not allow that weight to carry with you. Release it, whatever it is. You have the Wheel of Fortune, but it came out in reverse. So it's kind of like you may be having to, you don't want to loop back in the same cycle. But if you understand that, okay, look, accept whatever this is, show up for whatever you want, making sure you're being mindful. So it's like, do not attach to things too closely. You have a tight grip on something and you won't allow it to come into you. And so it's like, release some of that. You're going to have to release it. The Strength with the 8 of Pentacles. So it's like, just keep showing up, making sure you're getting out of survival mode, resting your nervous system. Make sure you're heavily resting here. But just continuously moving forward. Have the determination to show up even though you may be going through a lot right now. And because of that, there is someone that is trying to reach out to offer you something because you walked away from a situation. And because you have walking away from this, you still got to move forward in life. You may be going through things, but don't stay down too long. I can't make it up. So it's like, get some rest. It's needed because you do have a lot that's coming in for you. And so it's like just taking things one day at a time. The Magician doesn't have it all figured out in one day. He utilizes the pieces that he does have. The Queen of Wands, she stands firm in whatever it is, but she shows up for it. She is straight action. And so it's kind of like, fix this situation. Move forward. Get the rest you need. But it's like, come out of this stalemate energy, this lack mentality, whatever the case may be, whatever has held you down for so long, it is time to release it. You can't take this weight no longer. You can't. It was 3, 4, 5 when I said that. He comes out again, but Temperance is going to overshadow this. So it's like, whatever it is you're holding on to so firmly, so closely, so tightly, the people, places, and things that have been watching you, that have been lurking in the backgrounds, they still see that you can't be stopped. You can't be stopped. You can't be. You have the King of Cups, the 8 of Swords, the 4 of Wands, the Sun, the 4 of Cups makes his way back out here again. So whatever it is that you're really wanting to show up for, it is requiring you to put yourself out there. Build this foundation for yourself. Whatever it is, there is something that you're supposed to be doing that you need to break free from so that you can show up for this, because it requires you to have this planning with the Fool, and it leads you to this. You just got to nurture it. And so it's kind of like, ask yourself, who do you want to be? What do you want to do? Whatever the case may be. Speaking on what I was talking about earlier with the planets going in retrograde, we have Saturn, which is currently in Aries, is set to go retrograde tomorrow. And so you need to ask yourself, what does that mean for me? What is it that's coming back around that I need to close out with this Wheel of Fortune? And it's like, you don't want to keep repeating cycles. Whatever the failures, whatever the chaos is that is currently surrounding you, keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Don't pick up the weight that you don't need to be carrying this season. Heavy on that. It's a lot that we don't see a lot of times, and we want to pick up the weight of others and help others get through their own problems, and we end up carrying that, and that's not what we want this season. That is genuinely not what you want to do. So with this, focus on what it is you need to focus on this season. Right now we're working on our throat chakra, so we're communicating effectively, pouring the words that we want to create. What is this? Five of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles? Resistance, like that's, what are you resisting? Secret admirer, suppressed, timid. So whichever way that works out for you, is someone trying to come in to support you, but you're blocking this person out. Chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resistance. Do not, like I say, don't repeat a cycle if you don't have to. There's no reason. Confessions, unveiling, coming clean, messaging. So someone's been holding back communication with you, and so they're finna start speaking up whatever it is. They've been avoiding you, but now it is probably time because you're finna walk away. And so that's what that Five of Cups is. Something coming to the surface. Confession, I can't make it up. Unclear, unsure, uncertain. So confusion, I'm sorry. You have a confusion, confession, chasing, resistance. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Do not be pouring your energy into things that do not serve you. Shallow, emptiness, boredom. Exactly. Don't be out here chasing thrills for the moment. Making sure you're pouring into whatever it is you need to be pouring into this season. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Mistakes, victim also. So it's like, knowing that you're going to have, trials and tribulations. That's the cause and effect of things. If you go out there and do something bad, it's not that the bad happens back to you. It's just that you got to reap the consequences of that. And so it's like, you finna repeat a cycle, not always low vibrational, but it's like coming at it from a different standpoint, from a different viewpoint. It's asking you to alchemize the situation differently. So I'm gonna give you an example with this. Saying you were going through a financial situation, and maybe the first time you had a job and you weren't actually working on building this, whatever this was. And so you put it on the back burner. Well, because you put it on the back burner, because something is going to hit you differently, because you're going to have to walk away from this, but it does require you to come at it from a different standpoint. But you're going to have to continue to level head yourself, make sure you're controlling your emotions, And so it's like, if you know that you need to be the Queen of Wands with this King of Pentacles, you have to still move forward. You have to balance out your emotions this season. You can't be the victim in every story. Sometimes you are the villain. You are the aggressor, and you just gotta move forward, What is this? Eight of Cups. Family, fertility, pregnancy. So it could be a situation where you walked away from family, or maybe distracted. I feel like it's always family, but healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. So whatever family situations that you've been holding on to that you need to release, whatever lack mentality that the family that you've been, or whatever stability you haven't had with family, is asking you to heal that, cleanse that energy, release whatever that mental blockage that you have, so that you can have the abundance, getting more into your divine feminine when it comes to how you manifest for this. It's a card flipped over. seeing stress. You know, making sure you're not stressing yourself out this season. Loyalty, trusting, believing. Yeah, just keep moving forward. Keep moving. You got this. You just gotta show up and show out this season. This season is pure action. Yeah, you have a second chance that's coming in once you release and step out of this mental state that you're currently looping yourself back into. There's no reason for you to. So you need to do a cleansing when it comes to your stability, your foundation. You have a blockage and it is requiring you to release emotionally. So you can start showing up for whatever it is you need to show up for. Completely. And it requires you to be someone else. So get ready with this devil and temperance. So it's like you're balancing out your shadow side, allowing your higher self to guide you, allowing spirit to help you, you know, spying. Yeah. And the devil is always spying. Peace, because you're at peace. And soulmates. So this is where it's like you're coming back into that connection with yourself. And so of course people sending you the negative energy, the whatever they're attacking or whatever the case may be, when it comes to your foundation that you're building, they're gonna always look. The more you grow and heal, you're always gonna have people who aren't doing that work looking to see how are you still moving forward. Obsessing, spying, heavy on this clingy energy. So there could be something trying to attach itself to you. Break free from it. Continuously showing up for whatever it is you're supposed to show up for. It's not going to be able to hold you down for too much longer. Yeah, you get this realization here, because it's like being self-aware and knowing that, you know, having that ability to detach from things that aren't serving you, you'll be able to continuously move forward in life. So it's like knowing that you've made mistakes, whatever the case may be, release, you know, having so much pain or that weight on your shoulders. Move forward. Just keep moving forward. Speak your truth. If you made a bad decision, accept it. Show up. Do the work to fix whatever it is. And if you need to be apologizing, you know, whatever the case may be, do it so that you can create the life that you do want. So right now, you need to make sure you're resting, and you don't need to be speaking and or doing things that you don't need to, that you don't want to have to clean up spiritually. So be positive this season. Let's get a affirmation card. I have not read one of these in a minute, so like I said, we're doing words of abundance this season, speaking into life the things you do want to bring. When I connect to the spirit realm, I open doors to receive divine guidance and clear direction and great wisdom. Appreciation dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractive power. Those are cues. So appreciate your ability to connect to the divine. Be thankful for the great wisdom that they're giving you. Everything that you need to know and do is within you. Just bring that person to the forefront. It's just that simple. When I introduce joy to a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. Yeah, so just be positive. Like, especially when it's like you feel like, man, I don't want to do something, or you don't have that energy. Be thankful and be grateful. Be like, well, let me get present. Let me ground myself. Me knowing that if I show up today, that it's literally just for today. And the more you just do, today is the day, you'll have more of those type of moments. And that's actually the flow state that you need to get into. just a simple, quick message. And we're going to talk about these retrogrades and everything that we need to work on. What may be coming to the surface, these blockages that you may have to start facing. And get ready to do some cleansing spiritually. Fun, 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 fun.